Hi everybody, welcome to Secrets of a Successful Relationship, Step 2, Managing Conflict. So one of the things that we see in relationships and one of the biggest challenges is that there's going to eventually be some kind of conflict. We're going to disagree on something, we're going to fight about something, we're going to say something that the other person doesn't like. My name is Dawn Bennett. I'm a best-selling author of The Touch Crisis, and I've been helping people heal for 23 years. I'm really excited to get to this right away and show you how to manage conflict in your relationship. So have you ever been in a relationship? This is a friendship, a personal relationship, a family relationship, and felt a little bit of frustration or anger? These feelings are healthy, right? We want to feel frustration. We want to feel anger because we want to know when our boundaries are being pushed. Now, we don't want to be in states of frustration or anger all the time, because that can be an indication that there's something for us to get over. So the first key to managing conflict is step into yourself. If you find yourself always challenging your partner, always angry, always frustrated, or always hiding, always retreating, or doing these things more often than not, the conflict itself may be more serious than just something we want to navigate. So look at yourself and look at your partner. Are you treating each other with respect, with love, with care? Or are you throwing things at each other? Are you calling each other names? Right? These are signs of an unhealthy level of conflict that needs to be resolved either by breaking up or by finding professional help. Right? Counselors, therapy, emotional freedom techniques, practitioners, coaches, right? Someone that can help navigate that level of conflict, because that level of conflict is not healthy. But for most of us, our level of conflict is coming with a little bit of irritation of our friend or our partner doesn't listen to us, or we feel unheard, or we feel like what we say doesn't have value. Or it can just literally be a disagreement around money, intimacy, emotional, physical, spiritual intimacy. Conflicts about what to do with the children, conflicts about where we want to go for the weekend, conflicts about you work too much, you don't work enough, I'm supporting everything, I'm not supporting anything. Conflicts in a relationship can show up in many different ways. So that's why it's important to understand for yourself what you want and need in a relationship. So imagine that conflicts now, instead of being big, destructive things, are actually just disagreements and just an opportunity to communicate with each other. I want this and I need this. Well, I want this and I need this. Is there a way that we can make both of these things happen simultaneously? Or is there a way that we can come to an agreement? Or we do one thing one time and one thing another time. Imagine now, and I've seen this, there's so many strong relationships out there where conflict is really a discussion about how are we going to navigate the two different series of wants and needs that each one of us has. And we all have our bad days. Right? Parents know this, right? You think, I'm not the mom that yells, and the next thing you know, you're yelling at your kid because you're just overwhelmed that day. You've had so much going on and you just lose your temper for the moment, right? That happens to all of us. But imagine having this really healthy, happy relationship where most of the time your level of conflict is just a disagreement, and it's never, ever blaming, shaming, name-calling, and definitely not abusive. So tools. Learn I statements. Learn how to take responsibility. Like, hey, this is what I really want and need. I know you want and need this. sounds like there's a disagreement about this. Can we sit down and have a conversation? And sometimes you can't have the conversation right in the moment. Sometimes you need to say, let's have a conversation in an hour. I need to go for a walk. One of the biggest problems I see is people start feeling that level of conflict. They start feeling angry, they start feeling frustrated, they start seeing or feeling themselves amping up the situation, and instead of pausing, they continue plowing right through it. So have you ever gotten into a conflict situation you thought, ooh, maybe I shouldn't have said that? Right? So that's why it's important to really know how to pause a conversation, how to tune into yourself and say, I'm feeling frustrated, I'm feeling overwhelmed, I'm feeling angry, I just need a moment. And know your tools. So your tool can be tapping, emotional freedom techniques, right? It brings down the stress level, calms the cortisol in your body, so you can find calm and choice and clarity and confidence in the moment, even if you're doing it when no one even knows that you're tapping. Another tool is breath work. Feeling your feet on the ground. Using I statements. So saying, well, you always do this, you always do that. You never listen to me. Like, I'm feeling angry right now. I feel like you're not listening. I need a break. Isn't it great to have power in a conversation where you don't have to keep getting more and more angry and turn it into a break or a rupture in the relationship, but instead you can take ownership for yourself and how you're feeling and have an opportunity to fix it in this beautiful, lovely way that brings everybody closer together and sets the standard for how you're going to be in the rest of your relationship, whether it be a friendship, whether it be your partnership, whether it be with how you work with somebody at the office. Imagine that. So in summary, to manage conflict, the best things that you can do are to be aware of your own signals when you start getting upset. Have words handy, statements handy, phrases handy, such as, I need a break. I'm getting really upset right now. Can we have this conversation later? If you have those phrases already ready to go that feel genuine, feel authentic for you, it's going to be much easier for you to use that statement when you're in the moment. And practice using I statements, not only when you're angry, but all the time. Get used to communicating your wants, your needs, your desires, and be aware of them for yourself. Because that way, when you're getting into a conflict style situation, you can tap in really fast and really clearly because you are already used to doing that. You're used to meditating, you're used to doing yoga, you're used to feeling your body, whatever it is for you. Sitting quietly outside, watching television and just tuning into how you feel when you're watching the characters interact, whatever it is for you. Get used to your body sensations so you have that immediate warning, that immediate knowledge of like, oh, I don't know why that's upset me right now, but it has. Let me pause. Right. So if this interests you, if you got even just a little tiny bit of knowledge or understanding or an idea from this video, I'd love to have you subscribe and hit that bell for notifications on my upcoming videos. You can also check out the descriptions for my events and classes if you're interested in learning more and empowering yourself to use some of these techniques that I talked about in the video. Once again, my name is Dawn, and I'm wishing you a lovely and conflict-free day.